Hello, ladies and gentlemen, crypto deep divers. Welcome back to Weekly Crypto. Today, I'm going to talk about how the coronavirus can affect the stock market as well as the crypto market. Before we get into that, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out the upcoming airdrop or token swap. Also, you can follow me on Twitter as well. If you haven't installed the Brave browser, you can check it out. It blocks out advertising. Also, you can earn basic attention token as well. If you're interested, you can click the link below. And also, you can follow me on library.tv, bitchute.com, library.tv. You can earn the library token, and just by watching video. If you're interested, you can click the link below. That will help out my channel. So let's talk about the coronavirus quickly. So here is the map that shows the current coronavirus. Currently, total confirmed is 3,000, but this is based on official figure, and then the death toll is 81. And of course, this is the epicenter of Wuhan, which is in the Hubei province that spread all this virus. Right now, 29 of the provinces out of 31 provinces already got affected. So all this affected. Basically, is insane. I mean, just like in the US, if you have like almost 90% of your states already got affected. And there's only one tiny case this is in Mongolia. And Mongolia is actually one of the first province to shut down the border. And so you can see it spread far and wide. And plus with the Chinese New Year, a lot of people left before the Chinese New Year. And this happened before, I think at the beginning of December, and because of censorship and covering up from the government, from the CCP, so nobody care about those stuff. They thought they're going to covering up and these things will go away. Of course not. Right now, it's spread all over the country, unfortunately, in China. So this is so unfortunate because of the communists. They like to do censorship. They don't want people to know what happened, and this is what happens. And of course, the coronavirus, they said nobody talk about that will crush the stock market, and I anticipate the stock market will even go lower. I'm not surprised. I think currently the S&P is around 3,003 or something, 3,003, and then drop a lot. I think about 100 points or something like that. And I anticipate it will go lower because of the potential crisis. And of course, this article talk about the coronavirus outbreak, how that affect cryptocurrency. And of course, they're talking about they have to cancel meetings, the crypto meeting in China because of the outbreak. And basically, they talk about this will not affect the crypto market that much. But the thing is, if the traditional stock market doesn't do well, and I don't think the crypto will do well as well. And because crypto is considered as a risky asset, and if they want to risk off, and probably they don't want to put their money in the stock market, right? And also another thing very interesting is saying that 5 million, there's a lockdown of this Wuhan city, which is the epicenter of the coronavirus. 5 million out of 11 million. They have a population of 11 million in Wuhan, and almost half of the people left Wuhan before the lockdown. So that means this 5 million people potentially is a carrier of these viruses, and then it will spread far and wide. And based on the current model, epidemiology model, probably it will spread about one person will spread to 4 person. But the thing is, if you are super spreader, you probably can spread even more people. So I'm not sure, 5 million times 4 is almost 20 million, right? So I'm not sure how far this will go, but this is very alarming because before the lockdown, almost half of the population left already. So I don't know how many people go overseas or go to the US, go to Canada, go to North America, go to Asia, or go to Australia, New Zealand, and I don't know, go to Europe. It's spread all over the world, basically. This is insane. And another thing they talk about, let's see. So they talk about the Hong Kong medical expert call for the draconian measures in the city because they expect there are already 44,000 cases in Wuhan. So this is basically, if you look at the official figure, it's far lower than expected because, of course, there's a whole bunch of censorship in China. Then, of course, they're not going to tell you the truth, right? I mean, I don't think there's a 3,000 cases because it spread like all this like wildfires. It's 3,000 probably times 10 or times 100 times, I guess. I don't know. So unfortunately, there's so much censorship and all that, and there's so much politics around in here, and then people basically play politics. And this is basically 29 out of the 31 provinces. Oh, my computer is pretty slow right now. And then there's a scientist from Johns Hopkins. They have a simulation model, talk about the potential. There will be 65 million people. There will be 65 million people will die because of this disease. And the simulation model is from receive funding from Bill Gates and the Melinda Gates foundations. And there's also a conspiracy saying that there's a depopulation. And of course, everybody talk about the depopulation plan from Bill Gates because Bill Gates, he won GMO seed. And then he basically promote GMO technology and stuff like that in third world country. And people are talking about conspiracy about depopulation. And of course, the World Health Organization is pretty political as well. I think at this time, if you spread like almost 14 countries, I mean, they should declare some type of epidemics somewhere. They could should be maybe a pandemic. So I don't know. I think they are very political right now. I don't know. And there's another thing is the nurses. Let's see. So this is from the Daily Mail from the UK. They're talking about there's a nurse treating the coronavirus in Wuhan, saying that 90,000 people have already infected. And I think that video was tweeting in Twitter like wildfires, and you can actually everybody can see it. And let's see. So officially, they're talking about 3,000 cases, 81 person dead. I think the official figure probably more than that, probably maybe up to 10,000 people dead. And this is just unofficial, okay? Don't quote me on that. Unofficial. If you hear from from the social media, they talk about potentially 10,000 people already dead in China. And I'm not surprised if you affect every provinces, almost like 90% of provinces, like 29 out of 31 provinces is already got affected. I'm not surprised you have 10,000 people already dead. You don't know. And this is the nurse talk about that, hey, he tell people don't come back to the city, don't come back to the city, stay in the province, because during before the Chinese New Year, a lot of migrant workers move back to the rural areas, right? They work in the city and then they move back to rural areas during the New Year, Chinese New Year, and after you finish your holiday or whatever, you go back to work, right? And this is pretty dire warning anyway. So, and of course, President Xi talked about the grave situations as killer coronavirus accelerate. And right now in the US has 5 cases already confirmed in Chicago, Seattle, 2 in California, 1 in Arizona, and it keep on increasing almost every single day for this, and 1 in Canada, and then I think 3 or 4 in Australia already. And 63 Americans already tested in 22 states, and of course there's around 1,000 U.S. citizens in Wuhan, and of course the U.S. government evacuate them with a charter flight, and they're coming back to the U.S. Probably on Tuesday. They will go to San Francisco, and good luck to everybody on that. I don't know. I don't know. I think those people should be quarantined for 14 days, right? Before they can be back to the community. So we'll see how it goes. This is everything is developing so fast, right? And all this virus growing exponentially. They don't wait for you. They can do whatever they want. And I don't know. So let me know what you think about this coronavirus. Will that potentially affect the stock market as well as the crypto market as well? Please comment below. I would love to hear from you. And in terms of the long and short position, let's see. The long and short position right now, let's see. Your 30K long position and then 6K short position. But then for the last 24 hours, you have short position. You have tons of short. liquidation in a short position. Of course, you can liquidate the short position because the price has been pumping. That's why you liquidate the short position. There's tons of liquidation in short position. I don't know how far this pump will go. We'll see. I don't know. Nobody have a crystal ball. Only the whale. The whale is the one who control everything. So unfortunately, and one thing you can protect yourself is to, of course, basic hygiene, right? When you go to crowded area, you wear, depending on which part of the world you are in. If you are in the epidemic area, you probably need full gear to go out. Because if you go to some people who is in the epicenter in Wuhan, they basically wear swimming goggles and wearing an N95 mask to go outside, just to go outside. And also they wear shoe cover as well. And they take this thing seriously. So, but if you are not in the epicenter, you probably want to wear masks in a crowded area. If you are in a crowded area, in a highly densely populated area, I think in Asia, you probably need to wear a mask. If you go through the public transit, then you probably need to wear a mask just to go out. And of course, wash your hands frequently. Don't touch your eyes, nose, stuff like that. And because this virus is go through your mucous membrane, so it can go through your nose, and it will go, this is the entry to your body, so it can go to your eyes, it can go to your mouth and all that. Just don't touch those things, right? And and basically yeah, just stay safe. And of course you can boost up your immune system with vitamin C and also vitamin D. And of course you can take some garlic as well, right? And raw ginger as well as raw onions. Not a medical advice. I'm not a doctor or a medical professional. I cannot give you all this advice. You can consult with your doctors about all this thing, how you can prevent doing some to boost up your immune system and all that. And that's pretty much. So just stay safe out there and just stay away from sick people. Basically, don't go to the hospital or go to doctor's office unless it is absolutely necessary, especially you are in Asia. And that's pretty much. So stay safe out there, and you don't want to get sick, okay? And especially you don't want to get the coronavirus. Of course, the virus has no cure. All the virus has no cure, basically. Those influenza, whatever, of course they have some antiviral medication, but then those are not foolproof. So the best, all this is rely on your immune system to fight it back. And of course, if you're sick, you go to the when you're sick, you go to the doctor's office. They didn't give you anything. I mean, those are viral, right? This just give you symptom relief like decongestion or pain relief. There's nothing much they can do. It's all you can do is just rest, have your immune system kicks in to fight off the virus, create the antibodies, you know, and all that. There's nothing much. No medication can do anything on that anyway. All right. If you found this video helpful, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, also share with your friends. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out the upcoming airdrop or token swap. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, bitchute.com, as well as library.tv. And library.tv is a decentralized YouTube. You can basically you can earn library token and just by join library.tv or watch videos. So it's time to decentralize the YouTube because there's so much censorship in YouTube as well. And remember, crypto deep divers, we the people take control of our money. Stay wise, stay safe, peace. I'm not a financial advisor. Investing in cryptocurrency or stock market can has inherent risk. Please use your due diligence.